Welcome to the Driver 38 show. This show we're going to be looking at this Case Barlow. In a few minutes we're going to be looking at it up close in detail. And thank y'all for coming to my show. If you like it, give me a like. If you give me a subscribe, and my show will be easier to find. And leave a comment at the end. I want to know what y'all think about my Barlow and the way I do my videos and all that kind of stuff. If you hear a dog hassling here, I got all three of them right at my feet. Okay, let's look at this Case Barlow here. My wife does my camera work on my introductions and my closeouts, and she likes them sunsets. And they're not very good light to show a knife. So I usually film this part of it the next day when the sun's shining and stuff. But she likes them sunsets, and I do too. This is a very rare Barlow here. I thought y'all would like to see it. Just by pure coincidence, I come across this. But it is a very rare knife. And let's talk about that to start with, and then we'll talk about the construction of the knife, and then I give a little short backstory of how I come across this knife and was able to get it. Okay, this knife here is a 2019, and you could only get this knife in a set of 4 from Case. Some of the dealers got it, some of them didn't. This knife came in a set of 4. They were two blade Barlows. One had, I got this one with this design, and the other one had like a 3-limb design coming out like this. Okay, there were also 2 one-blade spear point Barlows. One had this design, and the other had the one with the 3 limbs coming off. And they were a matching set of 4, and if you lined them up in a row, the design on them kind of connected together and made one big image. I found a picture on the internet, and I'm not real tech savvy, but I'm gonna try to put a picture in right now, and we'll come back later and talk about it. Okay, as you've seen, this knife came in a set of 4, 2 blades and 2 spear points, and it also came in a leather roll, kind of like a 4 section pouch, you know. And the only way to get these knives was to buy the whole set, or if one of the sellers wanted to bust them up and sell them individually. And that's what happened to me, and I'll go into that in the backstory. Okay, this right here is originally smooth chestnut bone, and it has been laser etched with this looks like wheat design. Here, I'll zoom in on it for you. Very nice. It actually looks to me like tooled leather, like some of them leather pouches y'all guys have been putting out. That's what it reminds me of. See that? Looks like tooled leather, doesn't it? Very nice. Got the 2X on the bolster. Main blade, got a half stop, 2019. Secondary blade is a pin blade. Has the model number there. And size wise, here's the old trapper, about 1 inch smaller on the handle. About 1 inch shorter on the blade also. It's a good carry size for, I would carry it for a secondary knife, a Barlow, but I wouldn't carry this one. And that's where these scratches come in. I'll tell you about those in just a second. But these knives were sold in a set of 4, and there were only 250 sets made according to the research I've come up with. So this knife is a 1 of 250, because the other 2 blade in the set had the different design on it. Look at them blades, man. They right down Broadway, Big E. Okay. All right, I've done some searching on the internet, and I found another knife like this, a channel called Warthog, spelled with 2 G's at the end, Warthog. He did a video about 3 years ago, and the video's title is 2019 Case Barlow 1 of 250 chestnut wash. He's a lot better at making videos than I am, and he's done a lot better describing this knife than I do. So if you're really interested in this knife, you can check his video out. Okay, let's talk about how I come across this. My son got me this for Christmas in 2022. I usually tell my kids and my wife what knife I want, and they get it. But you know how boys are, they want to do their own thing. So he said he was going to surprise me that year, 2022. He lives in Birmingham, so he went to a store in Birmingham called Mark's Outdoor Sports. That's where this knife come from. I'll give them a little plug here. He goes in there and tells them, you know, my knife, my dad collects case knives, and but I don't want to get him something that he's already got. And the guy behind the counter says, I got something I guarantee you he ain't got. So he pulls this out, and he had a set of 4 over there since 2019, and he hadn't been able to sell them because all 4 of them together and the pouches was quite a sum of money. So he busted the set up and was selling them individually. So my son got me this one because he explained that to my son, you know. So they agreed that I probably wouldn't have this knife, and that's a fact. So my son bought me this and gave it to me for Christmas. Well, I didn't know what it was. I knew it was a Barlow, and that's pretty much Case Barlow and about it. So when he gave it to me Christmas, you know, I socked it in my pocket with my keys and everything else. See that scratch right there? And I toted it all Christmas weekend, going back and forth to relatives' houses and get-togethers, and showing it off. I showed it off. Look what my son got me and everything. I get back home and start checking it out. I find out it's a 1 of 250. So, you know, I put it up after that. And that's how all the scratches come in. I really didn't know what it was at the time. And I just carried it like a normal knife, you know. But it's not a normal knife. It's very hard to get unless you find somebody that's willing to sell the set individually. And I found one set still on Amazon. If y'all want to look it up, I still seen one on there, the full set. It was under Case Barlow gentleman's set, I believe is what it was called. I'm not real tech savvy, or I'd put links and all that kind of stuff, but I really don't know how to do that. And well, before I go, I want to say one thing. There's been a lot of you guys give me shout outs in the last couple of days, and I really appreciate that. I mean, I'm just trying to show my little collection here. I ain't got many. I'm not trying to be a big YouTube nothing. I really don't care about getting a bunch of videos and subscribers and making money. I'm not in that for this. I want to show my collection to people that appreciate knives, and I want to show my collection to people that knows what they are and knows how special some of them are. And I ain't into this to see how big you can get and how much make money off of it or anything. I don't care nothing about that. I just want to show my knives to people that appreciate them and like them. And you guys that shouted me out and got people to tune in and see what I've got, I really appreciate y'all. And I'd call your name out, but there's so many of you. And I've tried to subscribe to a lot of channels. I tried to keep up with what y'all showing and comment on them. I want to comment and tell y'all positive things about your videos and your knives. But, you know, I'm running into the same problem that a lot of y'all's got. I mean, no time to do nothing other than work and family stuff, home stuff. And I'm just going to be able to do the best I can. So if I don't get back with you on a comment right away, and I'm gonna try to show a video a week. I ain't gonna try to put them out there, and I'm just gonna have to be manageable with my time. And I want y'all to understand that I ain't trying to avoid nothing or anything. It's just it's real busy right now. And I hope y'all understand. But anyway, this is a great knife here. It's real pretty. It's rare, and I don't know how I come up with this. I mean, my son walked in the right store at the right time. That's all I can say. Thank y'all for checking it out. Thank y'all for watching my show this week. Looking at this here Case Barlow. It's a real nice knife. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment.